Most of us treat AI like a more capable search engine. We type a prompt and we wait for a response. But a new class of systems has entered the market. These models don't just find information, they use it to complete a project. When you ask a standard chatbot to write an email, it hands you a draft. An AI agent writes the text, checks it against your previous correspondence, and executes the send command. AI has moved into the realm of execution. It doesn't just describe a solution, it implements it. A traditional chatbot is reactive. As this chart shows, the process is a straight line. One input triggers one output, and then the system stops. It is a dead end that requires a human to start the next step. An agent replaces that straight line with a cycle. It takes a goal, evaluates what it needs, uses digital tools to act, and then checks its own work. It repeats this loop until the task is marked complete. Using a chatbot is like looking something up in an encyclopedia. Using an agent is like delegating that same task to an employee. This changes your role from a writer of prompts to a manager of workflows. It's easy to get lost in sci-fi tropes about sentient machines. In reality, an agent isn't a being, it's a sophisticated set of instructions. These agent systems operate within strict guardrails. They can only access the apps you authorize and perform the specific actions you permit. This won't eliminate entire professions overnight. Instead, it targets the high-frequency, low-complexity tasks that currently eat up 40% of the average workday. You don't need to be a developer to build one. No-code platforms have turned agent construction into a drag-and-drop process. People are already using these to pull data into weekly reports, synchronize content across social platforms, and manage complex meeting schedules without human intervention. If a task follows a predictable set of rules, it is a candidate for automation. Let's look at the mechanical parts that allow a piece of software to act on your behalf. Every agent requires a brain and a memory architecture. Memory allows the agent to look back at past steps. Next, we add tools. Connecting the brain to browsers, databases, and APIs lets it interact externally. It selects the right tool and executes the action. Combining logic, memory, and tools creates a system that affects real change in a digital environment. Building your own setup requires a narrow focus at the beginning. Identify one repetitive friction point in your week. Define the end goal with enough detail that a person who has never seen your job could understand it. Use a connector like Zapier to bridge your AI to your existing apps. This acts as the nervous system, carrying the AI's thoughts to your inbox or your spreadsheet. High-level engineers use custom code, but the underlying logic is exactly the same for anyone using a visual builder. Success in this new economy doesn't come from technical skill alone. It comes from the ability to give a machine clear, logical instructions. As these agents become standard, the basic math of running a business begins to change. When one person can manage 10 automated workflows, the need for large coordination teams vanishes. As the data suggests, we are entering a period where payroll costs can drop, while total output continues to climb. To stay relevant, you need to prioritize systems thinking. You have to understand how these different automated pieces fit together to create a result. Manual effort is becoming a commodity. System architecture is becoming the primary source of value. In this new economy, power doesn't belong to the people who work the hardest. It belongs to the people who build the most effective systems.